we're going with that. All right, let's get a quick mic check.
10, 9, 8,
You're good.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
0.
Usually Jared's not the dour one.
2, 3.
You're like just down on everything today. You're like,
I was ready to go.
do this already.
I'm ready to go.
All right, we are ready. Go ahead. We're recording here. We're recording here.
Hey.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of the Inside TFM Podcast. I am your host, Rob Fox. Oh, yeah, there's a camera. And I am joined, as always, by Jake.
What's up, guys? Good to be back again every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
You don't really say good to be back.
I know, I always say
Like
it, though,
you
'cause
were-
I don't...
Like every week's a
We
gift.
talk about this shit. Like, there's nothing cool to say right in the beginning. Like, yeah, it's so good to be here again. You know I'm going to be here.
Right. I'm not good with hellos either.
Yeah,
hellos and goodbyes. Not
Hey,
great.
let's jump right into it.
And Jared's here.
My man.
So
oh, damn, he killed that.
Yeah,
That was really
we
good.
have-
That
yeah,
was
he
good.
did it.
Yeah, that was
He
good.
did it right. I have something important to address real quick before getting in.
No, you don't.
Real talk. No,
It's
I
probably not that
do.
important.
It's super important. Micah used his wiener this weekend.
It's funny because his last name
Is Wiener.
Is Wiener.
Yeah, Ham got some.
Ham wallet?
Yeah, Ham gave the ham bone to.
He shot some glaze out.
And here's the thing that makes me mad is that he still hasn't thanked us, and it's
how is this directly correlated
because
to us?
he flew out and pleasured a fan of the Grand X, and it's really content and to an extent marketing that
I'll take credit.
had the assist on this. You know, like she was a
Yeah.
fan of us. We got him late,
Yeah.
and Ham has not thanked us. He hasn't given us.
Typically, you give a man a steak dinner for that.
Yeah, you haven't even given us like the disgusting
Or at least a ham
details of
sandwich.
what you did to her.
Can you go on the mic, Micah?
I got
Ham?
we got nothing from you on this.
Did you glaze her like a donut?
Just get on the mic. Just get on the mic. We don't know what you're going to say.
Oh god, here it comes.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Micah, tell us about
Yeah.
everything. Tell us.
Tell everyone.
Let me first start by saying that just because Rob says something doesn't mean that it's true.
But-
so wait, what's happening is he's
But
denying
look.
this to cover his own ass with the girl that he fucked. That's what's happening.
Man, big mistake being like,
yeah.
you should listen to the podcast I produce. Huge mistake.
I had a great time. I took a trip this weekend. I visited some people.
Some
I
people
went to Washington, D.C.
specifically one, right?
What'd you do in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I went to the museum.
Okay, here's the thing. He keeps saying
The museum.
He keeps saying the museum, and at this point, that's just got to be a sexual euphemism. And I decided that it was that visited the museum.
That's anal,
It's
right?
anal
Yeah.
because the media is shit.
Yeah.
So
Once again, just because Rob says something
now I know I'm right.
doesn't necessarily mean that
Well, it
it's
doesn't
true.
No, I know
matter. It
it's
doesn't
true.
matter because we're gonna get it out of him at the Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's another thing. Get ready for that.
What we'll do is we'll lube him up. Here's how we'll do it. Here's how we'll lube him up. We'll have your girlfriend go up to him and initiate the anal conversation that he's wanted for over a year, and then Ham will be like, "Speaking of, let me tell you about my trip to the museum."
Yeah, I can totally actually see him doing
This
that
is what you
because
get when you
proclivity.
tell people that you work with what your plans are for the weekend.
I respect it. I
think
I would have done the same
I'm
thing.
proud of you.
When Ham came back into the office on
Oh my
Monday
God.
morning, he just walked in with his little strut,
He was glowing.
and he goes, "Daddy's back."
That's not totally true. I did say
That's exactly true.
I walked in. I got settled in, and then our associate, the con dog.
Oh my God! A Jew hasn't had this blatant of 3 lies in a row since Peter denied who Jesus was. Seriously.
I mean, I did say Daddy's
he's
back,
been
but that was
saving that one.
that was just because I'm back in the office, and it feels great to be surrounded by my friends.
Also, speaking of
And
like you were
coworkers.
having the most like anxiety, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have told my friends, anxiety post hookup thing, because we're all like dogging on you right now. I've been there. Trust me. Like I took home a stripper one time. Yeah, I talked about it.
Oh, we
We're
ever
talking about that.
I'll pat myself on the back here.
numerous times.
Not
But
for the board shorts spot.
I couldn't bring her to the grab-a-date that I was supposed to take her to because I told everyone I was bringing a stripper, and it would have been so awkward because they wrote like Jake and escort on like the beer pong tournament like bracket and all that we were in. So I feel like you're having this moment where it's like, fuck, I shouldn't have told everyone that I got laid because we're all like talking about it and this person listens. Is that what's going on? You keep like denying.
Well, let me be clear. I did more than just get laid, and I no. That's not what I meant.
What is more than getting laid?
Did you fall in love?
I took a trip to go visit the monuments. I've never been to DC before. It was great. I didn't.
Heard that ass was monumental.
God damn it!
He's swearing off screen.
Oh, he didn't mean to say
the audio. I apologize. The audio of the podcast is now fucked.
I don't care. Don't you dare use that as an excuse to delete
I'm
this.
gonna edit all of this out.
Fuck.
No, you're not.
Fuck that.
Are you
I
really?
will goddamn quit this podcast if you edit out the last 10 minutes. I swear to God.
That's not a good thread. I feel like Micah wants that.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, you're sweating.
Hey, we all do it. We all do it.
So
we all do it.
Do you guys want to talk about the Stanford Band?
We all.
How about rowdygentlemen.com? We should start with that.
So hold on. Let's just recap the open really quick.
Okay.
Micah.
I feel like we gotta stop. I think we gotta stop dogging on him.
Ham fucks. I'm not even dogging on him. I think it's great. I would have done the same thing. I have traveled for ass before. I respect it. Obviously, that's not all you did, and yes, you had a lovely weekend.
But it is something he did, as he admitted to us.
Yeah, and that's really the only reason we're dogging on you. It's only because you're so sheepish about it.
Yeah, Ham. We don't know who this person is, so
yeah,
it doesn't really
embrace
matter.
it.
Okay, I am, just for the record, breaking news. I'm not a virgin.
What?
I have had sex before in the past.
What is your?
That was
I feel
never what we were saying.
Never any
If
question.
anyone else in this room would have had sex this weekend, it wouldn't have led the show.
I wasn't thinking that until now. I wasn't thinking you were previously a virgin, but now I am.
Okay, no, that's not true. If the three of us were single and like someone did something like weird and hilarious with a chick,
Like if I flew to Boise to go bang,
well, it would absolutely lead the show. That would completely lead the show.
Actually, God, if I did have sex right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, Jake, have sex.
Okay.
I mean, wait. Right now.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm
Jared's
on bottom.
Jared's an underboy. It's fine.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, that's right.
Do you still have your student ID? I can get you the student discount to the museum.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All
All right. Let's play that out. But anyway.
Did Joe give you the new codes for the RG?
Yeah.
I don't have them yet.
Why don't you give the promo and I'll pull up the code.
All right.
Well,
Jake, tell us about Rowdy Gentlemen real quick.
Tell us about it.
Well, guys, since you're going to be getting this tomorrow, today is Wednesday here in the studio. It is Thursday in your car or headphones, wherever you listen to us. In your ears, it is Thursday. In order to get your orders in time for Christmas, you're going to need to order with 2-day air just so that we can guarantee it. But we have an awesome code for you. That code is TFM20. That's TFM20 for 20% off your entire order. So you can order whatever you want, kind of take the burden off, or the hit of that 2-day shipping cost. It's free if you spend $100 or more.
Which, if you do all your shopping there.
Yeah, if you get all your gifts, then you're going to get free 2-day shipping. But yeah, we got sick Christmas sweaters, awesome koozies to keep your beer cold but your hands warm. Bunch of natural light stuff. Rob, what are some of the things you like on Rowdy Gentlemen? One of my favorite things is doing it. I can't do it. I have a stuffy voice today.
I kind of want to do Scott Elder, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to do it every
If you
week.
overdo it, yeah.
No, but like once a month. I love. I just took this home. I just stole it from our free shit bin.
Yeah.
The Two Good Times hat, with the mountain and the sunset.
Yeah. The mountain seal hat.
It's
that is not currently
color
available.
blue is it?
That is not
it's
currently
not?
available.
Sold out?
Yeah, we sold out of that one.
I also took. Man, I took like 3 hats. I took the USA hat
The white one, the
White
rope
with the
hat,
blue bill.
blue bill. Yeah, that's the.
Are we still selling the dad caps with the leather band?
Yeah, we are.
Ooh,
We are
that's
still selling the dad caps. We have a couple.
I like
of those left.
the red USA Street
We
Gang.
still have that in stock too.
I really like our sweatshirts too. But,
Okay, guys, you like a lot of things.
Hold on, I was
Anyway,
gonna say note to the listener: buy a size up if you buy our sweatshirts.
Hey, okay, so you can get 20% off your entire order with TFM 20. Little podcast exclusive though.
What?
It's not
Use the code museum to get.
If you use the code No Sweat, that's NOSWEAT.
You staring at me.
If you use the code No Sweat, you can get 30% off a sweatshirt order, and we have some badass sweatshirts too.
We do. Order a size up though.
Yeah, order size up. It's a little.
They're like our
smaller.
Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, it's a little smaller than true to size.
They feel great though. If you order
Okay,
a size
guys,
up,
I want
it's
to talk about other things.
fine. All right, fine. Jeez, it's not like it's your job or anything.
I want to talk about the TFM store. Get all your favorite TFM gear.
Oh, we doing another promo? Well, for fuck's sake! The rundown's not there. I don't even see
Yeah, I
it.
don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, the legalized cocaine tank is in the TFM store. Is there a code for that too?
I have no idea.
Buy it.
Let's stop talking about this shit.
Thanks for chiming in. You've been really useful for the last 5
You are
minutes.
useless.
We're off of the rundown that Ham put together for us. He spent all night putting this together.
So we're gonna plug real quick.
Let's plug the hotline.
Plug the hotline now.
Yeah.
Let's plug everything.
Shit.
We're gonna get all the plugs out of the way. I mean,
Oh my
if you were
God.
watching TV, wouldn't you want all the commercials to just be in the first?
That's not how this
5
works.
minutes.
All the commercials are not. There's
We
gonna be
have-
some later.
Anyway,
two
hey,
more
call the
commercials.
hotline. We had some dog shit calls this week. We had to dig into the archives a little bit. Call the hotline with your good drunk calls. Just drunkenly call us with your questions and comments. The number is 800-392-6344. Again, that number is 800-392-6344.
If you call and are funny, we will put you on.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't have to be a
fact.
question, just a rant, anything.
That's a fact. We will put
The
you
Tell
drunk
on.
or
us
the
what
better?
you think of Ham's recent trip to Washington, D.C.
Tell us,
The
yeah,
museum.
the museum.
Did you see him?
Simple questions are good too.
Yeah,
No. The
we
more
like
the better.
elaborate situations.
Tell us stories about Jared Borslow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
us clown slurs.
Clown slurs. What else? Man, what else we had? We had a lot of shit that we. Oh, sarcastic schoolwork that you did,
Sarcastic schoolwork is good.
which is essentially schoolwork you did sarcastically because you thought the assignment was really fucking dumb. You can
Also,
listen to last week's podcast to understand. that a
also,
little bit.
if you tweet delicious food at Jared Borslow, we will also thank
Oh
you.
yeah, so Jared's on a diet. I forgot about this. Jared's on a diet and he's eating this Snap Kitchen shit every week.
Okay, that's not. I'm just eating healthy. I'm eating less calories per day, doing a little bit of cardio.
Dude, that's like the
I'm
weakest
not
way to
only
get
eating
in
Snack
shape.
Kitchen, though. Snack Kitchen is delicious.
Weakest way to get in shape, dude. Cardio.
I'm not trying to get in shape. I'm trying to lose weight. It's different.
You just want to be less of you.
Yeah,
you don't
I
want to be like.
want to be less fat. I don't want to be like toned or trim.
Why?
'Cause I'm too fat.
The easiest way to lose the fat is to tone.
That's not, no.
It's
That's
to
not,
gain muscle. Yes,
That's
it
No,
is.
that's not true. What I do is I take laxatives and vomit.
Okay, that might be quicker.
It is,
Yeah,
for sure.
but I mean,
I looked hot.
body
On
composition is the most important thing, and you're
God, I don't care.
You're really taking the uphill battle instead of the nice.
I'm
breeze.
But anyway, call into the hotline. The number is 800-392-6344 and describe to Jared delicious meals you've
I
recently
would love
eaten.
it.
And tweet at Jared. It's at Jared Borislow, right?
Yeah.
Just tweet him pictures of food. He will enjoy that. So anyway, we're going to do our first topic now, finally. Jake, you really wanted to talk about this.
I did.
So I'm going to let you introduce it.
So the Stanford Band has been suspended until the end of 2017.
That's not what it says.
I
Read
you
it
know,
as it's-
I
read it-
did pretty
read it.
well with that. Okay, I will read it as it is written on the rundown.
By Ham.
The Stanford Band has been suspended until the end 2017 spring. And do you huff glue before you type?
Lord.
You
Like,
have,
do it.
you have to make sure that 2 sentences at a time. And the
Oh
thing is,
my-
I feel like you're doing it on
Spring
purpose,
comes
but I
before
know you're not.
2017 and comes before.
It's hilarious that you've been fucking jacking off at the museum all week and you can't write copy.
It's just AP style, bud. Anyway, until the end of 2017, spring of 2017, and will be completely revamped after the school found a systematic cultural problem within the band. The university said the band violated several policies, including a travel ban and alcohol ban.
Wasn't this the band? Didn't they have a dig on somebody else in their like formation?
Iowa? They make fun of Iowa.
They
at the
make
Rose
fun
Bowl.
of everything. Here's the
Yeah.
thing about the Stanford Band. For anyone that doesn't know, this is a very rambunctious group of students. The Stanford Band is just a long-lived college tradition of self-governed students like running the organization.
I kind of think a lot of bands, if not most bands, are basically like a nerdy co-ed frat.
Yeah, but like Stanford Band, they're kind of nerdy, but like they're way cooler than most nerdy bands. Like they're badass people. They
right. I'm not saying it's a bunch of like
they have
walking.
very intense hazing. A lot of alcohol problems. This is actually stemming from though like a internal.
Nice. I like band hazing because it takes the spotlight off frat.
Right. Seriously. Like one of the things is like the tree.
Ooh, nice.
The tree is one of the most famous mascots. I feel at least.
I love it. It's one of the best mascots.
Yeah, and one of the cool things is they always make the person you have to go through some shit apparently to become a tree. I've heard stuff as much as like picking shit up with your butt, like walking around.
Picking shit up with your butt.
Like reverse poop.
Other people's shit.
No, but just picking stuff up with your butt, all that kind of crazy stuff, like running through the quad naked. But they have to make the tree costume once they're chosen.
Yeah.
So they have to construct their own tree costume. It's different every year.
What's that, fucking paper mache?
No, it's made out of toddies and shit.
It's made out of whatever they want. It's different every year. So like one year it was like hula hoops and like construction wire and stuff, and like sometimes it's like a palm tree, sometimes it's like a weeping willow. A lot of times it's just like what is it, like a fir or a pine or something like that.
It's a fir or something. Yeah.
I think it's a fir, but anyway.
Midwestern conifer, usually.
They're known for just like pranks and antics. It's just something really cool. What I don't like about it is that this is coming from like the band released a statement in regards to this suspension. I don't know if you guys have any coverage of that because I saw it yesterday. But they are pissed off because the administration has been lacking transparency with the way they're investigating the band. Okay. Because the band...
so is Stanford Sports just not going to have a fucking band for...
Not through basketball season. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, it's a stupid thing. Like...
Are they good at basketball? I'm good they aren't.
Who cares?
They have been in the past, but I don't think they're good right now. I actually, low-key, used to be a huge fan of Stanford basketball when I was a kid. I went to...
That's weird.
They were good, and they were fun to watch. I went to a Sweet 16 game in St. Louis between Mark Madsen and Arthur Lee's Stanford team and Lamar Odom's Rhode Island team, and It was an awesome game.
Sweet.
So I kind of liked him after that. But anyway, what do you think? So, but I don't know who wrote the story. I don't remember, but essentially someone was like they got the fraternity treatment.
They did. Basically,
which is almost heartening to see.
Yeah. No. It's
like, you're gonna treat someone else this way.
No, I don't like that. I don't give a shit if it's good that someone else is getting the same treatment because no one should get that treatment.
Yeah. I guess
what's annoying is like this is coming from an investigation that already led to an internal reorg by the band, and now they're like, no, there's still problems, and we're not going to tell you how we're looking into it.
So what the fuck does an alcohol ban mean? Like they can't drink it. They couldn't drink it.
They can't be drunk when they perform their instruments. Which, if you ask me, if you're fucking playing trumpet. Drunk as shit. Kudos. Yeah. You're awesome.
How do you think jazz happened? In fact, that's racist of Stanford. It's anti-jazz. It's racist. All right. People don't play jazz and the blues sober.
Right. Or funk.
No, not funk.
Funk. You can't play funk sober.
No.
The way I understand the Stanford Band is that, like, their whole entire thing is like performance art, making fun of college bands.
It is. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Some high level.
They're like the Father John Misty of college bands.
Okay, Jared, you want to throw your favorite artist in?
But that makes sense. You know that makes sense.
Like, Father John Misty is making fun of, like, sappy indie acts.
Yeah.
Like himself with, like, blow smoke up my own ass lyrics and things like that. Mm-hmm. I do like that about him.
But do you think it's, like, are they being, like, meta pretentious?
Yeah, what's up, Micah?
The band is... Apparently the band may be legitimately in some trouble and have done some things that may... warrant them being kicked off campus.
Like what?
But the fraternity, style ejection is curious because the band says Stanford released a public statement on a sexual assault lawsuit the day before they kicked the band off. And so they figured, the band thinks that they just got kicked off to kind of mask the smell of this much worse allegation.
Wait, what was the sexual assault allegation?
Wasn't it that swimmer kid?
I'm not.
No, there's no covering Brock Turner on
No.
That's pretty hardcore.
I just don't think a bunch of kids drinking and playing instruments is that big of a fucking deal. And like, I also read it.
I mean, dude, for the band to get a treatment like that, they had to do something.
No, they didn't. That's bullshit.
The band said, quote, they put out a statement that said that the administration is prioritizing, quote, authoritarian control and administrative expedition over student freedom.
No, also, doesn't that letter end with,
sounds like
we have to bring funk to the funkless? That's like an official letter from them. What is the
end of a full 2-page letter. This is the longest letter I've ever seen.
Solid.
Says,
awesome.
The funkless still need funk, and who else will bring it?
I mean, that's
dope. That's a Van Wilder letter to your administration.
That some kid fucking took an Adderall and drank like 4 or 5 beers and just rattled that fucker off. I respect that.
No, everything about the Stanford Band is what's right with America, and everyone trying to stop them is what's wrong. I mean, one of the things that so the administration, one way or another, board of trustees has always been trying to stop the band. Like, they want them to be more curtailed and classical and like be a good, liaison for our college. Don't be these weirdos, But it's an institution, a very good institution of higher learning, and so the kids are smart, and they're always like
Too smart.
Yeah, right. And so they're smart asses, but
I think Stanford kids are legitimately smarter than like Harvard and kids and shit like that. Harvard kids strike me as too much of like leftist pussies to even be like that
Brown, for instance. But
Brown.
anecdotally though, I believe like someone from a huge donor was going to give the president a check for $1 million, like as a donation, like 20, 30 years ago. And they're like, all you have to do is stop, like basically put an end to this band nonsense.
Yeah.
And the president like tore it up. It was just like, no, we love the band.
Nice. That's cooler.
Yeah, exactly. They need that kind of backing.
Did you say you had a friend who was in the Stanford Band?
No.
Why do you care so much about the Stanford Band?
No, I like it's just one of those really cool traditions.
Damn
It's just something cool that I've noticed in college football and in college athletics. It goes hand in hand.
I think they're kind of lame.
Dude, you're a fag.
Here we go.
I'm a big fan of Rice's marching owl band known as the Mob.
I do like that. I like their Baylor.
They're sort of in a similar style of Stanford.
They ripped on Baylor.
They always make fun of people and get pretty relentless. But in recent years, administration's been trying to tone them down too.
It's pretty much the type of thing where people are so afraid of 5 minutes of bad attention.
Seriously.
that they're willing to sacrifice like a year of fun for it. You know what I mean?
It's such
like
bullshit, man. Like, everyone's so afraid of like, oh god, they had a risque marching band formation? Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, I mean, like I get maybe
You had a
not,
swimmer rape a woman and by a dumpster.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you care about these band kids doing goofy shit?
Right, and also you're Stanford. You are untarnishable.
Yeah.
Like
That damn band.
I think Stanford's going down the toilet.
Bunch of rapscallions.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
Come on.
Got a guy in the Heisman Finals last year. One of the best quarterbacks of football is a Stanford guy. We're throwing millionaires out every fucking year. Like people graduate as
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Yeah.
I think they got lost, but
no, man. Tiger Woods is one of the greatest golfers and lovers of the 21st
he
century.
is a big fan of Denny's and IHOP.
There's so much to be proud of for
Perkins,
Tiger Woods.
What is it? Oh, it's Perkins. That's it. Yeah, it's Perkins. That's his place.
But I mean, really, like, that's not surprising. That's kind of how everyone is now.
Did you ever have sex with a Bennigan's waitress?
Dude, how long ago
there's
would that
nothing.
have been?
There's nothing I
When's
don't
the
think
last
Tiger
time you
Woods
saw
fucked.
an open Bennigan's?
Dude, I saw an open Bennigan's. I think it was in North Florida.
There's
Really?
one at Mizzou.
Yeah,
there's one in a hotel at Mizzou.
I thought they closed.
In fact, not only that, it opened like while I was in school there.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a closed franchise.
We were all really.
I think
the Monte Cristo though at Bennigan's is
I wouldn't know.
beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
I never ate the Bennigan's. We had a guy who we called Butters in our fraternity.
Bet he ate a Bennigan's.
Well.
Oh, that's the Butters joke, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as soon as that Bennigan's opened, man, we beat the shit out of him.
Unrelated.
I'm going nowhere with that story. I was like, we teased him about it.
Bennigan's did go bankrupt in 2008, so most of the
That's
kids
what I
listening-
thought.
Wait,
But
didn't
that there's
Most
still,
locations
hold on,
closed.
hold on.
they closed 150 company-owned locations.
Yeah.
Did
it's the
Joe
franchise
Mixon
owner still.
punch a chick in the face at Bennigan's?
I'll
No.
check.
Look that up. I
Let me
think he
check that.
did. I think it was at a fucking Bennigan's.
I
Benegate,
think it was
Benegate.
like a local deli kind of deal.
I think it might have been Bennigan's. Maybe that's just wishful
I heard Hillary
thinking.
Clinton's running underage prostitutes through Bennigan's too.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. Back to my main point. What I was going to say is that everyone is so afraid of 5 minutes of bad press that they sacrifice all this fun. Whether it's a fraternity like nationals. I was talking to a guy who's in my fraternity's nationals the other day, and he said that like the nationals were upset that we posted a video from Texas Tech of a party. It was like a totally like nothing video. Like it looked like a fun party.
Right.
But we got an update.
The Joe Mixon incident happened at a Pickleman's.
Damn it!
What the fuck is
Wait,
Pickleman's?
Pickleman's is from Mizzou. Oh, it's a Mizzou deli. And
Conspiracy. Follow the
Fairly
money.
delicious.
Follow
holy
the
shit,
money.
Pickleman's. Man, I've been in Pickleman's so many times. Not the Norman one, but that's wild. But anyway, yeah, people.
God, I imagine Norman, Oklahoma, just like the worst place on earth.
So we stopped there on the way up to Mizzou when we were driving up there, just to like literally get Starbucks and use the bathroom, and it looked fine.
I mean, it's a college town, I'm sure.
It seems like it'd be pretty fun, actually.
Actually, yeah, if it's in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma, that might be kind of cool.
Well, it's not totally middle of nowhere. It's right
like
outside.
south of Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah, it's right outside Oklahoma City.
That's a tiny place.
I've been to Oklahoma City. It's pretty cool.
Is it big?
Ah,
I
that's
don't
not-
know. I know, like, I know
Hey,
nothing
it's
about
cool
Oklahoma.
for 2 days.
Oklahoma City.
cool
Oklahoma
for a
City
weekend.
it's like Austin, as big as Austin. It's not as cool as Austin. It's about the same size as Austin. If it's
I think it's smaller.
no, Austin's only like 1 million people.
Dude,
Oklahoma City's
no,
not that big.
Oklahoma City's way smaller. Austin's the 11th biggest city by population in the country.
No, that's not true.
No, that is true.
Well,
That's
city,
100%
but not metro area. Anyway, it's a boring argument. I don't care about that.
because you're wrong. It's cool.
No, I'm right.
No, you're right.
Yeah, no, by metro area, it's not.
Well, the metro area of Oklahoma City is the entire state of Oklahoma.
No,
There's
it's
not that
it's
much
closer.
there.
I've been to Norman and it sucks.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right.
Thanks for backing me up, bro.
Thanks, Sam.
It's
Now I don't
no
need to go.
Norman is no museum. That's for sure.
It's no news.
All right. Anyway, moving to our next topic now. Actually, no. Now we're gonna do a MyBookie read.
Oh boy,
Here we go. I'll handle this one, boys.
read it backwards.
Today, up, sign, bookie my out, check, got a you, rookie or expert, paid, get you, when you play you, ag.bookie my, visit, frat, promo code, use you, if bonus big you give, will, bookie my, and now join it on still we're and now weeks few for ag.bookie my, about talk us heard you.
If you play that in reverse, it sounds like a terrible commercial in a Lynchian universe.
By the way, that was
Yeah.
flawless.
That was great, dude.
That
Yeah.
was fucking flawless. Anyway, check out mybookie.ag. You've heard us talk about it. We're doing the casino shit.
Now we're going forwards.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna read it twice. Anyway, use the promo code FRAT when you visit
you get a
mybookie.ag.
bonus. We're not going to tell you what the bonus is. It's a surprise bonus.
The bonus is a surprise. I'll tell you what it is actually. When you, it only works for certain things. For example, when you gamble on the naked Chinese prisoners fighting each other to the death, there's like a live video stream of it, and you can it's like MMA except people die. And anyway, what happens is, you know how in the Hunger Games you could donate to certain players or whatever, and like a little thing on a parachute drops in. It's like a knife or water or something like that. What happens is when these naked Chinese prisoners are fighting, you can use the promo code FRAT on mybookie.ag when you're gambling on naked Chinese prisoners fighting each other. And what will happen is an angry dog, will drop in on a parachute with the smell and blood of the opponents in its mouth, like ready to go.
Yes.
And then, your Chinese guy will have an angry dog on its side.
You gotta be lucky to get that upgrade, though. It's at random, so sometimes you just get like a knife or something. Oh, break. Okay, stop, is what Micah said.
Well, no, you do get, sometimes it's a knife, which,
Which never stopped you before.
to be honest, is more useful than the dog.
Right. No, I mean you can drop in a knife, bleach,
Because the dog just sometimes, go off the wrong
pocket
person.
sand.
I'll be honest, the dog's not well trained. It's a feral dog.
Yeah.
They give
Sometimes it's not even.
they give it a crash course in who it should maul, and
Sometimes it turns on them. It's really gross.
Sometimes it's just a big rat they found in a sewer.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like one of those sewers that the Chinese radioactive waste just goes into. And
Most that's like.
Just for the record though, Austin Metro is bigger than Oklahoma City Metro.
okay, I believe that.
Yeah.
All right.
By like 7 or 8 places.
And now-
But I was
Here
mostly
are
calling
some
bullshit on
other
Austin being the
podcasts
11th biggest
here
city.
at
Metro,
Granddad
it is not. It's like
Media.
33. City, it's 11.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna hear from our other podcast. We'll be back in a minute.
Fuck.
We're actually flying through this.
We are. Unfortunately,
Is it cheating if I send my wiener out to everyone on Snapchat, including Katie and guys?
No, not like Katie will know, unless someone tells her.
No, I would send it to her too.
It's not cheating.
No, Katie, everyone got this, so it's like no one got this.
All right, we ready to carry on?
We'll carry on.
Yep.
We'll carry
Will you put up the
on.
intro for that while you guys sing? Did you write anything?
I did not.
Okay.
All right. No, stop.
Let me pull it up.
I'm not gonna hit record until you do.
When I
Oh,
was
yeah, pull it up
a
real quick.
young boy, my father took me to the city to see a marching band.
My Chemical Romance is legit underrated.
What do you like better, Welcome Back or Helena?
Helena.
They're both dope.
I'm gonna save this.
I will go.
He uses blackmail.
It's long ago.
J-Bone would
Oh,
probably
yeah.
blast that on his own account.
Just like you die to get in again. So emo.
We are so far from you.
Turn up, just like a bitch.
You start to see.
Man, you remember a lot of those lyrics.
Dude, I love My Chemical Romance. 2 songs of theirs. Anyways,
Never coming home. Never coming home.
I know that song.
All right, we ready to continue?
Let me open my beer real quick. Ah!
Well, you open that like an idiot.
Hurt.
Can you give me a Bud Diesel?
Yeah, you know D's.
Hey,
You know some
how
D's?
excited? Can we just talk about the Grand X holiday party for a second?
Yeah.
Because it's one of like the best things about working here.
Alright.
Oh, you think so?
You
Why?
don't think so?
What do you? There's nothing different about that. Every
I mean, it was
company
a
has
great
that.
party
I
last
feel like
year.
every company has that.
I don't know. I feel like just knowing.
No,
how-
truthfully, it is the best holiday party. I've worked for 5 or 6 companies. It's the best one I've ever had.
Yeah,
but
everyone gets shit faced. It's hilarious.
okay. all right.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Okay, stop touching my feet.
Alright.
Fuck off, bitch boy.
All right.
Can you edit faggot out?
Now you just said it. But yes, I can't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that. We ready to start? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have another topic to talk about, but first we kind of just wanted to give our predictions or just what we're looking forward to, what we like about the Grand X holiday party, which is coming up this Friday. So the day after this podcast
Yeah.
goes fucking lit
It's.
live.
I feel like we were just at it last year.
Where was it last year?
It was at the
The
Dubs.
W.
It was at the
On the
Dubs.
roof of the W Hotel.
That's right.
Yeah, but it was like so cold that like the rooftop wasn't closed, so everyone was like sneaking out like every 5 minutes to smoke cigarettes.
That's like a normal.
There was,
Yeah.
there was like a very small walkway in between the
Yeah.
bathrooms and.
It's like if you
want
want to go to the bathroom, you gotta walk through a humid.
you had to walk through
basically.
a industrial park full of cigarette smoke.
You know what I remember the most about last year's party is that someone's like brother or something was there who looked exactly like
Oh,
Aaron
Spencer.
Rodgers.
Spencer's
Spencer.
brother looks exactly like Aaron Rodgers. I
To
have a
the
picture
point-
with him.
To the point where he could get laid as Aaron Rodgers.
100%.
Like it's fucking insane.
No, I walked up to her. I was like, you know, I'm gonna say it right, and she's like, "That my brother looks like Aaron Rodgers."
I didn't say anything the whole night, and eventually, my girlfriend's from Wisconsin, so Packers fan, and so eventually we got drunk enough. We just walked up. We're like, "Do you know who you look like?" And he's like, "Yeah." He was actually really fucking cool too.
No, isn't this?
Oh, he was cool about the guy who wasn't a celebrity was cool about it.
Looking
kinda
like
got
No,
a
he was
celebrity,
just
yeah.
a cool person in general. And also,
I totally forgot about
What
that.
if he was an arrogant dick because he looked like Aaron
I
Rodgers?
could throw better than that asshole though.
He actually said, this is last year too, he's like, yeah, I get mistaken for Jordan Rodgers. This is before he was famous.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Bachelor thing.
Yeah, this is before. This is when he was just
My
being
God,
famous.
I mean,
in the
this
band before
man
that.
could like it's to the point where he might be able to, if the room is well, I guess he probably isn't in as good a shape. I was gonna say he could maybe like crawl into Olivia Munn's bed and get away with it for like 4 minutes before she figured out what's
Just a
going
face
on.
alone for sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like it's Aaron Rodgers' face
Yeah.
on just a less impressive body.
And not knocking this dude. Aaron Rodgers is an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers is a hot bod.
Can we stop talking about dudes though?
You
No,
brought it up.
I'm
You
just
brought it
kidding.
up.
I'm just kidding.
no, but that was what I remember most from last year.
Stop, dude.
I keep getting last year confused with 2 years ago. You want to know what party I enjoyed a lot?
Perry's.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
that was I remember parts of
But
it.
not really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I ate so much pork chop I couldn't get drunk for like the first hour after we left the
That was such a rookie
steakhouse.
fucking mistake. I remember seeing everyone ordering pork chop, mean like, you do not want 2 pounds of meat right now.
I always want 2 pounds of meat.
Yeah,
I wanna
but you didn't
go
even.
with pork
Did
chop
you even
now.
take it to go?
I think I did. I think we threw it all in a bag and then like left the bag because we went to Kung Fu after.
Yes.
You just
Yeah.
left the bag at Kung Fu.
We left the bag somewhere at Kung Fu and then picked it up and took. I made tacos out of that because it was a dinner portion. I made tacos out of that pork chop for like a week. We had
Oh,
so
yeah,
much
fuck
pork
yeah.
chop in our
It'd be
fridge.
glorious.
Yeah.
True story. My date to that party is before I was dating anyone.
Who was that? Who was your date?
I don't want to say her first name, but you didn't like her. No one liked her, really. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that bitch.
Yeah. True story.
Wait, what was her name?
Her name was
Something from
Leah.
a Drew Carey show.
Yeah. She, by the way, it's so funny this past year. Not really knocking it. Not knocking it either, though. Probably the number in the top 3 people on my Facebook feed posting the most pro-Trump shit.
Oh, dude.
To the point where it wasn't just like, okay, you're voting for Trump. It was like, shut the fuck up.
If I've ever heard a sick burn, though, maybe top 5 favorite burns of all time was Gleason ripping that girl a new one.
Which time?
So you
Which
remember-
time?
It was like just so brilliant though. She was talking about how she's like basically A-list status. She never flies coach because
Oh,
coach is
yeah.
for peasants, and like she's
This girl, to be fair, made a lot of money.
No, yeah, sure. That doesn't mean you get
She
to
was
talk
in,
like
she
that.
was in the SFC. I'm just saying she wasn't lying about it.
No, she definitely didn't
What's the
fly.
SFC?
Six Fig Club.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sweet. It goes a lot further in fucking Oklahoma than it does here. Okay.
Yeah, she went to OU.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, she's talking about how she doesn't like.
To be fair, I thought she was fine. I thought she was a perfectly.
No,
fine
she
person.
starts ripping on people that fly coach as peasants. Though we're
Yeah.
walking to a bar, and then Gleason's like, "You live in Oklahoma, or like
You
from
went to Oklahoma.
You went to Oklahoma. You're like a
Or maybe
peasant."
I think she was from Oklahoma
Yeah, it's
too.
like
Yeah.
you're from Oklahoma. Like you
were
are
born
a
a
peasant.
peasant. Yeah.
That's like one of the peasantiest states in the union.
Yeah.
She's like, "What are you talking about?" And then he goes, "You remember that time they rounded up all the Native Americans and sent them somewhere they didn't want to go, and they called it the Trail of Tears? What state was that?" And she just shut the fuck up right
Yeah.
there. It's so brilliant.
Rob, did you have sex with her?
Yes.
Duh.
See, my God, it's not that hard.
Yeah, we're talking about me sexing now. Oh, my current
I
girlfriend
was-
is not going to enjoy this
I
episode.
was stagged to that Christmas party.
So hold on. You know what else is funny story about that girl real quick? Just a moment I enjoyed was the night. I think the night I met her, we went back to her apartment for a minute to like in between game. We were like drinking at a UT tailgate.
Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then we were driving to her apartment to like in between game, and then we were gonna go back out.
There's a lot of
And-
setup you're not setting up.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
We're going into story
So,
time. We're turning this into
someone
story
else-
time. Yeah.
Yeah, someone else was. I don't remember who was driving my car. It wasn't me.
It was her.
Was she
She was
driving it?
driving your
Okay,
car,
she was
'cause-
driving my car because she was.
Because
like,
I was in the back seat.
Yeah, she was soberish, whatever. I was in the passenger seat, and then Gleason, her friend, and you were in the back seat, and
Gleason's in the middle.
Gleason's in the
I'm
middle.
on the far right, and the other, and her friend that's a
Why
girl.
don't you, yeah, and why don't you just tell people what you saw?
So, from my point of view, it's a long. She lived kind of far up north, I think.
She's domain.
Yeah, it's far up north to me.
No, it is.
And so it's like her. I'm not gonna use her name ever. That's gonna be so hard. But it's the girl Rob is seeing her
Make
I
her
just
name.
met her at that point.
Call
But
her
yeah.
Bubbles.
It's Rob. Bubbles driving Rob's car.
Yes, her name's Bubbles now.
Me, Matt Gleason in the center seat. I'm in the right, and then this
Gleason,
girl.
for those who don't know, is the guy who was on a few weeks ago telling a amazing story.
Their pledge is drinking pee.
Amongst other things.
and
Yeah, among other things.
Matt's a character, and so this girl is like tired, but I don't know this.
But they were like,
I'll give you what I think is going
right.
on.
But you knew at that point that they were like kind of fucking around.
They were
with
like
it, too.
making out by a porta potty at the UT tailgate, or in it maybe. I don't remember.
It was sloppy as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You and Bubbles?
No.
Matt
Gleason
Gleason
and Bubbles'
this other chick.
friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I see basically like I'm kind of like looking out the window. I turn and look to my left, and this girl's face is just in Matt's lap, and he like kind of like looks over to me, and he's like, he like shoots
like,
me this like
yeah.
devilish drunk, which is a thing if you know him. Is this weird drunk grin he'll shoot you where he's like,
It's pure evil.
yeah.
It's
And
like the smile of the devil.
And then he just starts like rubbing my face. and
And
I'm
the
like,
whole time Jake thinks that like
I think he's getting head and touching my face and looking at me while he's getting pleasured orally. And
to
so,
the point where like you were shook
oh no, I was just like,
because you didn't know him that well then. Either.
no, I'd known him for like a week or two.
Yeah.
He had just moved back to Austin, and I'm like, I don't want to like, I'm in this weird place where it's like, dude, don't fucking touch me, but at the same time it's like, well, I don't want to ruin your head getting, but like, I'm like, I just kind of like swat his hand away, like, the fuck away from me. He's
Yeah.
like, and he's like,
He's just pointing down.
and he just
giving a
keeps
thumbs
looking
up.
at me, and I'm like, fuck, okay. And so, basically, like, we get back to the apartment, and I tell Rob, I'm like, or no, I told you, I was like, I can't talk to that kid anymore.
Yeah, that's verbatim. You're like, I can't talk to that kid anymore.
I was like, I can't be friends with him. Like, I can't do it.
You were shook.
I-
Like you were not fucking happy.
Turns out he's one of my good friends now. But
Yeah.
I was very upset. I think I pulled him aside at one point. I was like, that wasn't cool. I'm not friends with you. Like, I've never had to honestly be like, hey man, listen, like, because of this, I'm not friends with you. That's the first time I've ever said that to someone, just as honest as possible. Like, I can't deal with you.
I have a lot of questions. Was he getting head or no?
No.
But he made it seem like he was.
She had like a whole fucking mess of hair, and she was just like laying down on his lap, basically. Everyone was hammered.
We were shit faced.
So she was just like taking a nap. He did later fuck that girl while we were at that apartment.
Yes.
But
On the floor, I think.
yeah, but I was not being touched or anything like that, so I was cool with it.
I feel like that's not very, like, for the boys of you.
What?
Like, if some dude's
It's not
getting...
really.
If
It's
some
not
dude's
really
getting head next to
wingmanning.
the car, I'm like, yeah, dude, fucking stick your hand in my
So-
mouth. Do whatever the fuck you want.
So if I'm like jerking off and I start touching your face,
That's totally different.
how is it different? You're getting the sexual pleasure and you're making the mind-body connection of touching my
This
face.
guy is getting head, and you're what he is more focused on.
That's not.
That's awesome.
You know what? Yeah, Jared. Jared.
It's a true compliment.
Jared, you're right. That's just
Thank you.
pure flattery.
Anyway, that was a weird diversion, but back to the holiday party shit.
I love that you guys. I was literally chugging a bottle of whiskey when we got to that apartment. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
fuck
know.
this. I uncorked. I had a bottle of whiskey for some
You
reason.
drank that like you went to that whiskey like you had just seen like you were an Irishman working in a factory at the turn of the century, and you just saw your best friend get like mangled in the machinery, and you were just like, I need a drink. I can't do this.
No, it was one of those. I was already drunk, so I was probably exaggerating in my mind how terrifying that was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sober, it might have been worse, honestly. But anyway, yeah. Let's move past.
No,
it.
what I was gonna say was the other thing I'm excited for is Drunk Madison.
Oh, Drunk Madison's great.
Shit-faced drunk Madison. Have you ever seen it, Jared?
I don't think I've ever seen shit-faced Madison. I've seen drunk.
You never seen like Blackout Madison? Like put down the company card on the bar tab on like the second bar we're at. Oh, it's fucking wonderful. I can't believe you've never seen that. Are you serious?
I don't think I've seen. I mean, maybe I have. Maybe I was drunk too.
You probably were. You were at Blackout. then.
Also, was last year?
Oh my God, we get to Blackout, Jared.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna.
Oh,
we're blacking you the fuck
We're
out of this
blacking you
holiday.
out.
party.
You can try. I don't.
Oh, I won't need to try. I'm going to do
Yeah,
it.
it's called
What?
Rumplemans.
How are you gonna do without trying? The thing is, I'm not gonna. I don't like Rumplemans. Get alcohol I like. Jaeger bombs. I'll do Jaeger bombs.
Dude, it will take like 4 of those to get you blackout drunk.
Let's
No.
find 4 then.
We're not
4
doing
Jaeger
Jaeger
bombs?
bombs.
You say 4 Jaeger bombs?
Yeah.
You know what to do?
I drink like 19 every birthday I have.
You drink that would kill you.
Oh
You
no,
know,
my freshman year
Is it about
birthday.
Jaeger shots or Jaeger bombs?
Freshman year birthday, I did. I believe it was. I think it was 14 Jaeger bombs, which was 4 cans of Red Bull,
I mean, how
and
over the course of like how long though?
like 5 hours.
Okay,
It was the Red Bull.
that's a lot.
It was bad.
That was
the Red Bull kept him going.
that was skinny on the Red Bull too. Normally it's more.
It's got to be
Yeah.
a non-red. It's got to be a non-Red Bull.
It was really bad because I passed out around 10 or 10:30, and I woke up at like 2:30 a.m. and I just could not go back to sleep. 'Cause the
Hey.
alcohol made me pass out, and the caffeine just was like.
If you're
"Whoop,"
listening,
and I go back to
tweet
bed.
at Rob and I at Jake W Goldman and at Rob Fox 3 spelled out. What kind of shots we should get Jared drunk on? We'll do that because I think like pickle shots would be funny.
Okay,
Oh, I
here's
can't
the
do
thing.
pickle shots.
You don't like you act like you can just make me drink. I want to drink what I want to drink. You can get me
No,
drunk on things I
Well,
want
I
to
guess
drink.
we're just gonna roofie him then.
That's-
I don't know what else to do at this
Hey, do you
point.
remember last night? Good.
Low key down.
Quick programming note. If you want 4 tips to survive your office Christmas party and not be that guy, check out this week's Dudes Doing Business. That's it.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for that. All right, so I guess moving on since you killed it.
Dropped into our conversation there out of nowhere.
MLB hazing.
Nah, we're gonna
Let's
move
go to
on to that.
hotline.
It's hotline time.
Hotline.
So it's just the part where I'm just saying MLB hazing.
Yeah, we had a story time instead. We ended up
yeah.
with a weird story time.
Impromptu
Yeah.
story time.
Honestly, like fuck college story time. The amount of bullshit we've done in Austin.
It's
with,
true. We could do that. We should probably start. That's just dumb drunk thing of our yesteryear.
Yeah, dumb drunk thing of the past. All right, we're going to our first call here. Again, the hotline number is 800-392-6344. Call us with your drunk questions or comments or whatever the fuck. And if they're good, we'll play them. Here's the first one.
Hey, this is Reese from Texas. So on Tuesday, the NFL announced that the Pro Bowl would have dodgeball in it. And so I want to know that who would
It's Reese from the
y'all's
Bachelor
first pick, and who would be y'all's last pick? Yeah, last pick can't be someone obvious like Vince Wilfork. My first pick would be Matthew Stafford. He just seems like such a bro. He looks like he's played some dodgeball in his days. And my last pick would be Des Bryant. He just looks like the type of person to run up to the line right when the game starts and get hit immediately. So who's your first pick and last pick for dodgeball?
Sounds like this guy just has a crush on Matthew Stafford a little bit.
Yeah.
First pick, Jake.
God. Would you say Odell Beckham Jr. has just badass hands, like great hands, wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pick him for my first pick then, because I think
He's
more,
athletic as fuck, too.
more
He's like-
so than catching, or more so than throwing the ball, catching the ball is very important. And
Well,
it's
it's
not
not
more
like-
important than throwing.
it really is.
It's not more important than throwing, but it's not like the man can't throw a fucking ball. He's a professional athlete.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, the amount of if a guy can just backflip catch something, you're getting more people back on the team.
Right.
Yeah, I think receiver is just the way to go, really, at first. Or tight end, possession tight end, possession wide receiver.
Receivers are going to be more elusive, too. Than
Yeah,
like a
they can
quarterback
dodge
would
it.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You also need a good showboater, so I'm thinking Marquette King.
Okay.
That's honestly it. I mean, are you allowed to punt balls to people? Is that like a caveat you can do?
If you catch the ball,
Why
then
not?
just punt it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, if you just
Fuck
fucking
it.
punt the ball at somebody's face, it'd be awesome.
If I had to pick one, if I had to pick versus, I don't even know. I've really not given a shit about the NFL this year. I'll just go with Von Miller. The man is a fucking freak of nature.
Well, he's injured.
What?
Isn't he?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Von Miller's a fucking freak of nature.
I don't follow the NFL that much.
If I had to go with last pick, there's just no way that Brock Osweiler wouldn't be awful.
What's funny is Marquette King, Brock Osweiler. I don't know who these people are. I don't follow NFL football
You
whatsoever.
don't know who Brock Osweiler is?
I have no idea, dude. I don't watch the NFL. I have a thing against it.
Didn't Osweiler, wasn't he the QB for Arizona State when Mizzou played them?
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Brock
while
Osweiler.
ago, right?
I hate that game.
Yeah.
How long ago was
That's
that?
also
It's probably
Vontez
been in the league 4 or 5 years.
Vontez Bursiffit, or however you the fuck you say it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Anyway, who's your last pick? Yeah, I mean it's got to be Osweiler.
Phil
man-
Phil Rivers.
Phil Rivers, fair enough.
Yeah,
Phil
I
Rivers is a
fucking
little
hate
bitch.
that dude.
Des Bryant's a solid last pick too, because
Yeah.
Des Bryant. You want to pick a player that's like a bitch, who will like stand there and cry when he gets hit by a ball.
Well, Odie, that's why I was like, well, Odell
You want to
Beckham
play
Jr.
your
might cry.
cries? You gotta get Luke Kuechly.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Is Micah the only Micah can explain it.
Luke Kuechly was carted off the field recently with a horrific broken leg and a concussion, and they kept zooming in on his face and tears rolling down.
Why do they do that in pro sports?
I don't think he had a
or just
broken leg.
sports?
To show that
Why
everyone.
do
I
they
thought it was
show
a
the
major knee
agony?
injury.
That's
Maybe
so
I'm wrong.
fucked up.
He was
Like,
definitely concussed.
Show that everyone's human.
Yeah. This guy can break his ankle
Yeah.
this many times in a row on replay.
I mean, dude, they were showing on live TV. They were showing like Nancy Kerrigan with a broken.
Oh, the pipe.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? They'll
Dude,
show fucking anything.
I remember
man.
when Prothrow broke his ankle. Tyrone Prothrow. Do you ever see that ankle break?
Yeah, I don't know who Brock Osweiler is, but I know who Tyrone Pro.
I watch college sports. That's what I watch. I don't care about pro.
I'm just saying the media is shameless enough
Yeah.
to show. I mean, like I guarantee you, on September 12th, 2001, the first thing they said was, "Well, at least the numbers were good.
Yes.
On the bright side, the
Look at this
ratings
way.
were out of
No
control."
more. No one will ever tune in that much.
This was the Super Bowl of news.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to the next call here.
That's what they call. That's what they call the Super Bowl. They call it the 9/11 of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of an industry term.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, TFM? Yeah, Bacon, you're like mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Logan, hecka chill, bro. Fucking Jared boring, slow, fuck you in the face, man, dude. He, one time, at fucking Madison, like a few years ago, he was there, he's like, yeah, dude, you know what feels great? You just carve a hole in a pumpkin, and you fucking, like, you try to fuck it, and I'm like, but you don't clear any innards. I'm like, that's really fucked up. Like, you know, like, let me like, demonstrate. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Until like all of a sudden, like, I passed the fuck out. Apparently, he had roofied me. I woke up, taped up as fuck, and he fucking was like, I like came to, and he was fucking a gourd like 6 feet from my face. He's like, how hot is this? And it feels great. I'm like, dude, I like don't want to fucking watch this right now. And I'm like, came the gourd. And then he's like, yeah, you want some fucking like pumpkin bread? And I'm like, no, not at all. And then I fucking fell asleep again. So he roofied me again. And I woke up to him showing pumpkin bread in my mouth. So I assumed was semen pumpkin bread. He fucking was like, it was the pumpkin that he fucked. He was fucked up. We're still in counseling for it. But either way, yo, boys, what the fuck, like, if you could do one thing, what's your favorite, if you choose one superpower, what would it be? That's my shit. Alright, Jared Borslow, fuck you, fuck the Badgers, fuck you. Micah, no, him, fuck you in the face, dude, fuck you. Peace out.
I mean, there's really a short list of things you can do with a pumpkin after Halloween. Like if I have a fucking pumpkin that's sitting on my front doorstep and it's the month of November, like what do you expect me to do?
I mean, if you just leave it there, it's attracting rodents. and
Exactly.
insects. Yeah.
It's
You might as well.
a bad thing to do. And so, you know, it's the consistency at that point is a little bit more mushy and a little bit more human like.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can either get
Like that mushy is human like.
you can either get a cookie cutter that's in the shape of a circle, or you can get a knife and you can cut out your own circle. I like to do that because you can more so customize it, you know, for your own size. You know,
Right.
to go with.
Or I like to, if you just put your dick right up against it, you can cut
Yeah,
around
cut around it, dude. It's tough.
Well, it's you don't like the cookie cutter thing. You don't want like quote unquote factory settings. You know.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One size fits all is BS.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, when was the last time you turned down free pumpkin bread?
This
Never.
guy's a real douche. Oh,
Anyway,
wait, what was his question though?
he
Superpower?
sounded like he was choosing between like 8 different questions.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He's like, "Oh, send me a question to ask," and he kept cycling through them. He's like,
Dude,
"That
the
one, that
pumpkin fucking was good enough.
But yeah, superpower.
But anyway, superpower. I don't know. I want to be. I just want to be. I like invisibility a lot.
You are a voyeur?
Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I like to walk into women's locker rooms and pretend to be a ghost, and invisibility would help that a lot. Because right now, I get like 3 seconds of it before they call the police.
I would like the power to be able to see invisible people.
Just so you can see where Rob
So I can see where Rob is.
Trust me, it wouldn't be near you. It wouldn't be around you. All right.
Be around your girlfriend a lot though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then you'd be like,
I'd report back.
you'd
to
be in
him.
the room like with her because she couldn't see you, and then you'd look out the window, and Micah would actually just be there as a human staring in at her.
I would like to, whenever I reach in my pocket, always have exact change for what I need to pay for.
Are you 100?
It's not gonna help you on Amazon.com.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, I'll change it. I would like to add a 0 to my percentage of testosterone production.
Oh yeah, just back to that.
Yeah, just back to that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just blowing loads through windows and shit. Yeah, that's what I want.
All right,
A
so
good visual that I like that Rob wrote a while back is that you would, there's a woman there, and you would come so much there would be a silhouette of her and come on the wall
Actually,
behind her.
no, that's not what it was. It was you come so hard that you blast her spine against the wall, and so her spine
There's
is
a different
just
one.
stuck to the wall by your semen.
You want to hear something really funny? I heard about this question too. Someone said, it was like, okay, your superpower is you can stop time whenever you want.
Oh, actually, that's
How
the
do
one
you-
I would want. But go
How
on.
do you use it? And this guy was like, well, what I would do is I'd get in a situation where I'm getting head from a girl, I'd get to the facial part, and then I would just keep jacking off and blowing my load, like freeze framing it, and jacking off and blowing my load. And this is over like 6 months. So like I would do it for 6 months so that this girl's perception basically would be me like coming a pile of cum and my hair like just growing out of my face all at once. So like to her, like your 6 months of just like hair growth and facial hair growth is just like 3 seconds of just like like beard growth. That was the funniest thing I've ever
What
read.
the fuck? Who came up with that?
Some Reddit dude. It was
Reddit.
hilarious.
That
Yeah,
Reddit
Reddit. No,
person is a serial killer.
no, Reddit has the best like answers to those questions.
Yeah, that person.
For just fucked up things.
That person is absolutely killing people.
Can you imagine if like
You would also just be coming for like forever.
Can you imagine if you like took that until your death and basically like your hair grew like really long and started turning gray and then like you blew 60 years of
What a
load
hell of a way to spend a
on
life.
this person, but then like the long con is just like they see that happen and you just dropped it.
Yeah, as an old man.
Yeah. They're like, what happened?
That would end up being on like a
I
like on one of those like mental floss posts or something where it's like 11 spooky stories you won't believe, and
that girl.
it'll be like
that girl would think her head game was insane.
the Pittsburgh Time Lord or something. And
Just like,
be
I just Benjamin Button blew this guy, like,
Yeah.
or whatever, and just like he exploded into death.
that's an episode of Unsolved Mysteries that I would watch the shit out of. All right, next call.
Glad to answer your question.
What up, TFM fuckers? It's Wesley from Alabama. I was listening to one of your podcasts. I just want to echo one of the things on the hotline calls. Fuck Auburn. Roll Tide.
Agreed. Fuck them.
Okay,
And fuck you.
that's
Oh,
Yeah.
Jake just added another one in.
Boom.
I can't really say shit
boom.
about Bama.
Jake's just raining hate.
Bama just owns too much shit. I can only respect them.
Is there another hotline call?
Yeah, there's one more. I was gonna say, did you see the story I posted today about how apparently Nick Saban cut a player on the Dolphins because he left the team to go hug his dying dad one last time?
You don't become that good at coaching football if you are a little pussy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Death means nothing to
He
him.
is a bottom line player, man. He's a bottom line coach.
All right, here's the last call.
Alright. Had a couple fucking drinks. Driving home now. Just went to a Kappa Sigma party.
Come on!
I'd just like to say, fuck you, Ham. Fuck you, Bacon. Fuck Jared, too, while I'm at it. Jake, no one ever really gives you shit, but, like, I mean, I guess you're cool. I don't got beef, but, yeah, I'd just like to say, put some fucking South in your mouth, go
Jags?
D2 ranked teams. We've been D1 for like 3 fucking weeks.
Oh, USA.
Fuck yeah. Alright. I'm gonna try not to get in a fucking car accident.
That's a good call.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You said about South Alabama.
He literally
think we can't play that. I'd prefer not to play
Can
that.
you cut just the driving part?
That's I don't have a lot of
I've
issues.
noticed you don't have a lot of issues with many things, but yeah,
He literally is like Kappa Sigma, University of South Alabama.
I'm not even worried about that. It's just like very encouraging of drunk driving. A lot of things I don't mind normalizing, but drunk driving,
Not one of them.
Can we
I mean,
maybe
that's
instead
like-
of playing that call, just be like, hey, we were gonna air this last call. The guy said he was drinking and driving. We're not airing
and then
that.
we'll get 5 more. But yeah, I mean, you can do whatever.
let's not do the last one.
All right,
That's just too.
let's just
Fuck
end
no.
this shit.
All right,
That's a
we'll,
good idea.
We'll jump to the end. All right.
Go for it.
All right. So that's our podcast for this week. Thanks for listening. I don't have a lot to say. Is there a wrap up? Isn't there a wrap?
There's
wrap up, right?
MyBookie mention.
Yeah.
Do we get another MyBookie? All right, so guys, real quick, the best way to get TFM content is to download the TFM app. It's in your app store, Android, Apple, fucking everything. It's there. Make sure to subscribe to us on iTunes. It's the Inside TFM podcast. Give us 5 stars and leave a review. The funnier, the better. We might read it on the air if it's especially ridiculous, and a 5-star review. Check out our other shows on the Grand X Network. Backdoor Cover. It's our football podcast. Dudes Doing Business and Touching Base with Post-Grad Problems. You can tweet us. Or Instagram us. My social is @RobFox3. My Snapchat's BaconTFM. Jared is @Jared Borislow on both Instagram and Twitter, correct?
Mhm.
And what's your Snapchat?
I don't have a Snapchat up there. I'm off the grid.
Off
Okay.
the grid. I might consider doing some off the grid stuff. I'm @Jake W Goldman across all social media.
All right, and the hotline number again is 800-392-6344. Hit us with your questions and comments, and also check out mybookie.ag. You get a bonus with the code FRAT, F-R-A-T.
Frat code the with bonus a get and AG bookie my out check also.
You can honestly gamble on anything on that site. You can play fucking blackjack. There's like these.
They have a live cam of a tank at a Red Lobster, and you can bet on which lobster gets picked next.
Yeah. Also,
It's
they
incredible.
do a really good job based on, I don't even know how they base it on, to be honest, but they do a really good job of tracking just, I guess, the most prolific grade school bullies across the United States. And they film them, and you can bet on which child that bully is going to beat senseless on the playground
Yeah,
that day.
they do like so it'll be recess is announced. You can hear the bell. They'll do a sweeping shot of the entire playground.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times. So we go from left to right, right to left, left to right, and then you can be like, okay, I want that little bitch right there, and then yeah, you can pick. And if the bully goes and picks on him, I think the odds are usually you can kind of tell. So like there'll be 26 kids out, but the odds aren't 26.
I
to
generally
1.
I generally bet on any boy wearing clothes that has a horse on it to be beaten. That strategy's. I'm up $100.
Honestly, really, it's not so much the logo; it's if it looks like homemade. If it wasn't.
Oh,
bought
yeah,
at a
the poor-
store,
Picking the poor ones helps too.
I mean, so usually
or
I
just the
think
individuals.
things
Yeah.
that will raise the odds of a kid are if they wear glasses. The horse shirt is another one.
Yeah, anything with a horse, not like a polo
Races.
shirt, but I mean like
Yeah.
a picture of a horse.
If he looks insecure, that skyrockets.
Yeah.
Any child that looks like it spent an amount of time in a tube after birth, just undersized, an asthmatic child.
Poor posture is a big one too. If they slouch a little bit because they're not confident enough to stand up and face their problems, then yeah.
Yeah, and if you want, you don't have to bet right away.
You can
So
also
you
bet
can-
on the bullied. You can also bet for the kid to take a stand and throw a punch.
Yeah, if they fight back.
That's like a side bet.
Yeah, it's like betting the what is it called? The thing of blackjack.
Prop.
Insurance.
No, not insurance. It's
Betting
like
the
rummy?
rummy bet.
the rummy bet.
Rummy bet. Yeah, it's kind of a rummy bet. Willie
It's like a
stand
pussy
up.
bet. Yeah.
And you can tell then too. But yeah, that's really fun. I play that a lot. So check out MyBookie.